Good afternoon, everybody. My first live in a while. Hello, Q. Good morning, Ma. Good morning, mate. Good morning, my man. You well, mate? Yeah, good afternoon. I just said good morning, didn't I? Good afternoon, good afternoon. Steve, Bad Boy, Sophia Green, Paul, what do you know about Lindsay Doyle, the new Irish kickboxer? I know nothing about it. I don't know who she is. Bobby Sutherland, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Beautiful day. I wouldn't go as far as saying beautiful day, but yeah, it's as beautiful as you make it, I guess. So, thought I'd just give a little update of how training's going, how I'm feeling, what's the plans for next year. Yeah, a couple of topics. Morning, Stephen. Smoking Sheriff, my guy. Yes, brother. Can you sort some tickets out street? Yeah, I'll get some tickets. They'll go up online soon, mate. I'll be posting them. Close this door, please, mate. Just for daft ass bargain. Thank you. I see some, babe. Yeah, so I haven't fought for like 4 or 5 years. I haven't competed. 5 years, I think it is. I haven't competed professionally or in the fight game for longer than 5 years now. So training. Yes, Davey Lee. Back training now feels strange. I'm not going to lie, because the training that I've been doing the last 3 or 4 years, on and off, has been bodybuilding. You know, every now and again I'll feel a need to punch and kick for a few days, but nothing intense. You know, the last couple of days it's been intense. You know, I've been thrown up. I've been tired, aching. You know, it's been hard work. It's been hard work the last few days training, back training as intense as, you know, it's fight camp, isn't it? It's fight camp. I know I'm not fighting. I probably won't fight now till March or April or in the summer. You know, I'm away. I'm a miles away from fighting. You know, but I'm preparing now. There's a lot of work to do. You know, i.e., I've got a lot of weight to lose. You know, I've got a lot of muscle to lose. Seeing a comment section about someone saying get off the steroids and you'll be looser. I'm only on TRT now. I've been on TRT now for about 6 or 7 weeks, 5 weeks. I'm on TRT now, so I'm not on anything. I'm not taking any PEDs or, you know, any performance enhancing. Well, TRTs probably classed as performance enhancing drugs, but that's all I'm taking now. I'm coming down. I'm not lifting as weights as intensely. I'll always lift weights because I do enjoy lifting weights, so I'll always lift weights. But it's a strange thing building up to fights in bare knuckle, because I've never competed in it. I have had bare knuckle fights back in the day when I was young, but they were just fields and barns and shit like that. Nothing to brag about, really. So yeah, the training's. I'm 105 kilos now, so I'm already a stone lighter than I was 2 weeks ago. I'm 105 kilos now. TRT, no TRT. Just turn this fucking fire off. I'm red hot here. Yeah, so I'm 105 kilos now. I want to fight. I want to fight a cruiserweight. I'm wanting to fight a cruiserweight, and I'm 105 now. It's been effortless to get down to this 105. I was at 117, and it's been easy getting down to this. I'm not even dieting yet. I'm still eating a lot of shit. 105 kilos. Who ate all the pies? Cheeky bastard. I'm actually quite trim for 105 kilos, to be fair. You know, I am aware that it's probably going to be a tough task getting down to 93, but it's not impossible. You know, I think it's doable for me. Yeah. Seen a couple of comments as well saying that I can't walk forward and get it like I used to in the K1 and the Muay Thai, and you know, in my old fighting career, just walking forward, taking shots to land my one. Now I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. You know, I can't take shots off a medical fist off some big lads, because even if it doesn't put me away, or it doesn't hurt me, it's still going to bust me up. It's still going to cut me. You know, and that gives that there's the potential to stop a fight. You know, depending on how bad I get cut or stuff like that. So I am aware. You know, I am working on head movements. I'm changing my stance to a more boxing stance. You know, it's all drills at the moment. Nothing really intense or crazy. It's drills, drills, drills. Now, I've got to drill it till it's like picking a knife and fork up. You know, it's like back in the old days when I was learning K1 and I was learning Muay Thai. It was just drilling the basics. You drill the basics for the first few weeks, you know, and then you build on that. And that's what I'm doing. I'm drilling the basics back to doing the basics of boxing. Now, it's a strange feeling, this, because when I used to fight back in the day, I was fighting, you know, my biggest fear was losing. You know, I didn't want to lose. You know, I had too much ego and pride to even deal with losing. I don't think I would have handled it well. You know, if I did lose back in the day when reputation and ego and all that shit was at the forefront of my fighting, you know, it probably would have fucking sent me over the edge. You know, I don't think it would have brought me. It would have brought mentally. It would have brought me. You know, my wife's touched on it a few times, like saying, "What are you going to do if you lose? You know, you're 38 now. What are you going to do if you lose? What are you going to do if you lose?" And I'm like, you know what? If I lose, then I can still hold my head high and say, look, I'll give it a go, and it didn't work out. Simple as that. You know, but I'm not turning up to lose. Yes, Danny Christie. I'm not turning up to lose. You know, the reason I'm getting involved in the bare knuckle is because I want to make a better life for my family. I want to have financial gain, and the only way I'm going to earn decent money is by winning. Now, I'm coming to win. In fact, I'm coming to take over the cruiserweight. That's my plans. I want to beat anyone and everyone in the cruiserweight division. I want to beat everyone. You know, but there's a possibility that doesn't happen. You know, I don't know. You know, I haven't fought for 5 years. Haven't competed on a professional level for 5 years. So it's a tough task. It's a tough ask. But, you know, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? You know, if I get in there, turn up the BKFC with a full camp, fit, ready, injury-free, and I get in there and I get beat by the better man, what can you say? What can you do? At least I know in my heart and in my head that I've given it a go and it didn't work out. The only reason I want to give this a go is because I just don't want to leave it too long. I'm going to be one of them guys by the time I'm 45 going, should have fought in big bare knuckle. I should have given it a go. I should have done this. I should have done that. But, you know, woulda, shoulda, coulda. I'm not willing to be 45-year-old and sitting there telling my kids that I should have fought this, I should have done that, I could have beat him, I could have done this. You know, like most of the old timers do today. You know, I want to find out where I'm at. You know, and if I can get a fight next year, preferably March, April, or in the summer, see where I'm at. And I don't care who they give me. I really don't. I really don't care who I fight. I really don't care who they want me to fight for the first fight, whether it's going to be a tough fight, easy fight, hard fight. I don't care. You know, I'm willing just to fight, get in there, bare knuckle, swap a few shots, and then see where we go. See where I'm at. There's only one way to find out if I've still got it or not. You know, and I've got to get in there. Listen, anyone can train and anyone can spar. Anyone can look fantastic sparring and training. It's fighting is a whole different world. And I'm going to tell you why. So when I'm going sparring, I'm traveling around, I'm sparring with these guys and I'm training with these guys, there's no nerves. There's no overwhelming adrenaline. There's no overwhelming fear. There's no overwhelming panic. It's just calm. It's calmness. You know, it doesn't bother me. You know, I'm not nervous. I'm not frightened. There's nothing going through my head. It's just training. You know, but fight night is different. Fear, adrenaline, excitement, you know, happiness, all these emotions rolled up into one big ball of anxiety, trying to take over your head and your body to i.e. stop you from fighting. You know, but I've done this countless times. You know, I've had over 40 odd fights, boxing and K1. You know, these feelings are not new to me, but I use them as energy. You know, I use them to push me on. I use them to strike me on. I use them to keep me sharp. You know, I use them to stop me from, you know, being worried about defeat. you know, because I know if I use all these to the best of my ability, I'm going to be sharp, I'm going to be powerful, I'm going to be fast, you know, and that's a tough man to beat. You know, if I've got all them things going for me, then I know I'll be hard to beat. I don't care who's in front of me, I will be hard to beat. Now, if I do get him, if I do turn up and it turns out that I get beat, you know, I get in the BKFC and I end up getting walloped, then it is what it is. At least I can say I've tried, I've got in there, I've given it me all, never worked out. But I don't see that going that way. I really don't see it going that way. You know, I think I take over the UK scene on the cruiserweight. I really do. You know, I think I'm durable and I'm powerful. You know, as long as I stick to the game plan, I refresh my boxing skills. You know, I make myself thin. I step off the centre line. I throw. I move. You know, all this stuff that I'm drilling now. If I can stick to that, then I'll wipe the floor with everyone. I truly believe that, and I know that in my heart. I believe that. You know, yeah, I do. I do believe that. You know, one of the things that I'm driven by now is financial gain. I'm not driven by being the best in the world or whatever, you know, but I know for a fact to get that big money, I need to become the best. I need to be the best cruiserweight bare knuckle boxer that he is in order to get that big money. So that's why I want to be the best, for financial gain. Now, when I used to fight back in the day, it wasn't for financial gain. It was for ego, pride, reputation, you know, just to show everyone that I am the best and I am the hardest and all that bullshit. That's not real. It doesn't matter. It doesn't count. You know, as long as I'm respected in my household by my 3 kids and my wife, and I'm loved, nothing else matters to me. You know, and the reason why I'm doing this is because, you know, I want to make a better life for my wife and kids. You know, I'm getting married next year. You know, don't get me wrong, I'll pay for the wedding regardless if I fight or not. You know, we will be all right. You know, I work my ass off. I'm busy. You know, I don't just sit around and rely on social media to pay my bills. You know, I'll pay for the wedding either way. But it'd be nice just to have one fight and then pay the wedding off, have another fight, and go on, you know, just make a better life for my family. That's your point of it. It's your point of doing it. Just to make money, have a big fat bank account by the end of next year, and see where we go with it. I'll answer some questions if anyone's got any questions for me. That'll start for me. It says respect in the house when you're expecting. Respect in the house when you're expecting that to happen. Not bad. Yeah, maybe he's. As long as I respect the boss, the kids will respect me. What's happening, Brownie? Mate, how's you? Stephen Bell, hello, mates. I thank you, Stephen. Appreciate that, mate. Appreciate that, brother. Whoa. If anyone's got any questions, I'm willing to answer them. I've got another 10-15 minutes spare before I head off to the gym. So if anyone's got any questions, just feel free to ask. Douglas Doherty would do very well in BKFC, therefore. I agree. Definitely, I agree. He's a fantastic fighter, fantastic bare-knuckle boxer. What's happening regarding Vienna's charity? So Vienna's charity is set up now as a CIC. We're doing good things. We're raising money. You know, there's things that are going well. You know, we've got our 22nd of December fun day sorted at Eston Labour Club. 1 till 4. Santa's Grotto, Grinch. Yeah, full works. TRT dosage. I'm having half a mil every 7 to 10 days. Why are you not fighting at heavyweight? So I'm not fighting at heavyweight because a number of things. Do you know what? As well, a few people have asked me about this fight. Mick Terrell. You know, I don't want to fight Mick Terrell. He's a friend and a brother. Now, if the money was right, I'd fight anyone. You know that. But again, sparring with these big bastards, sparring with Mick Terrell, sparring with Stevie Robinson, sparring with these giants has made me feel like, you know what? Like, if I step down to cruiserweight with people my own size, my own height and stuff like that, I think I'll make light work of it. You know, sparring against these guys who you can't kick, who've got reach and weight and height on you, you know, it's a tough ask. It's hard work. I didn't mind fighting that heavyweight in the K1, I didn't mind fighting at heavyweight in K1 because I could kick the legs. You know, the bigger you are, the easier it is to kick your legs. Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I decided to drop down to cruiserweight. And it's not much of a weight cut, really. Hunt, innit? Lorenzo Hunt is cruiserweight. He's light heavy and cruiserweight champion, and he's double champ in both weight categories. I'm not sure who's the UK champ. I'm not sure. Is there any news on you'll be fighting the charity night? Or is it hush hush for now? The Yeah, I'm going to keep it quiet for now. The charity do that I'm doing in March. We've got some good fighters on it. We've got some good lads coming out of the woodwork. Some good big social media people coming out, tell us that said they'll fight on my charity show. I'm going to be making a call out video over the next few days for the charity events. You know, I'm going to call out someone to fight on the charity night in March. Yeah, but it's not serious. It's just charity. Do you know what I mean? Definitely going to dip your toes in bare knuckle St. Paul. Cruiser, you'll be dangerous. 100%. 100%. I'm dipping my toes in. I'm giving it a go. Want to break from this most of offered you the Danny fight, would you take it? If they offered me the Danny fight, would I take it? I don't know. No, probably not. No, don't think I would. Plus, I'm a lot heavier than Danny, and Danny's a lot lighter than me. So even if I was to come down weight, Danny was to come up weight, I think it'd still be a bit of a disadvantage. But other than that, nah. I love Danny too much. He's one of my best friends. He's a brother. I'd hate to think that I had to punch him in the face for money. You know, I'm pretty sure he'd feel the same. Or maybe he wouldn't. Maybe he would want to punch me in the face for a good bit of money. I don't know. But nah, I don't think I'd feel comfortable doing that. You know, but then again, if it was life changing money and me and Danny sat down and spoke about it, because two friends can fight and compete for the belt, can at the end of the day, you know, if he's a friends and you want the same thing, which is that strap, you know, and that big payday, then you know maybe it could be on the cards. But other than that, I don't think I would ever want to punch him in the face. You know, I care for him, I really do. Mine sounds a bit high. 150 milligram every 7 days at 97 kilograms. I'm 100. I'm 100. I'm 105 kilograms, brother. I'm 105 kilograms. I'm taking half a mil every 10 days, 7 to 10 days, but 10 days really. You want to fight Shadow? No, I won't be fighting Shadow Boxer. The only reason I entertained him because he was saying he was coming to Middlesbrough. So I made the video saying if he comes to Middlesbrough, I will go meet him and I'll punch his head in. That's it. Paul is going to call out Jake Paul and show him what time it is. Oh yeah. Don't forget the rest days, brother. Tune, I won't miss. Do you think you still have the same power down at cruiserweight? Again, another concern. I don't really know. That's why I'm trying to get down to the weight now. I'm going to try and get down to close as possible to 93 kilos without dieting, may I add. You know, I'm not going to be, only a madman would diet over Christmas. You know, there's no way I'm fucking watching what I'm eating over Christmas time. But I'm practicing now, getting as light as possible. Hopefully, I can get down to about 100 kilos, maybe just under 100 kilos, and then I'll know more from there. There's going to be some fast fighters in cruiserweight. Yes, I agree. I'm 115 kg. Okay. Money's right, take it, split, bro. Exactly, mate. I'd say Smoggy wins every time. We don't give up. Chrissy, yes, brother. I know you two are good with each other, but I think you and Dazzler would be good one, mate. Yeah, I think that would be a good fight as well. Uh, be a good technical fight. I like Darren. I think he's a fantastic boxer and a fantastic fighter. I think Darren's he's the real deal, isn't he? He looks the part. He's fucking chiseled. He looks good. He looks big, bulging six pack, good looking guy, and can fucking fight. Yeah, that could be a good fight. Impossible diet like Christmas, exactly. 100 kg will weigh 22. Well, yeah, yeah, it is. It is. More importantly, are you keeping the beard? I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. What you like best, mate? Muay Thai or kickboxing? Muay Thai. K1 kickboxing, the K1 part is very important when you say kickboxing, because when people hear kickboxing, for me, they tend to think of the trousers and the head guards, the daft trousers that they put on, and the feet guards. When I talk about kickboxing, it's K1, which is very, 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 very similar to Muay Thai. Yeah, very similar. Oh, I'm so tired. Ah, first fight you do, Mickey Terrell, easy money. That's not fucking easy money, mate. That's a tough night in the office, let me tell you. Mick Terrell is a fucking animal. He's a beast. Oh, what name will you have when you start with the BKB scene? Or have you not thought about it? So my name, uh, my fighting name was Paul the Menace Venice. Paul the Menace Venice. But I am thinking about changing it. And you might laugh at this, but I'm thinking Paul the Chin Venice. And when people were calling me the Chin on YouTube, I wasn't lying when I said I actually like it. I actually do like it. I think it sounds good. It makes me sound durable. It makes me sound hard. So I think Paul the Chin Venice, I like that. I do. I'd be lying if I said I don't. Are you happy with how things are going? Yeah, of course I am, mate. I'm very happy. Very, very happy. What do you think will win between Lindsay Dunn and Sophia Green? I do apologise, darling, but I don't know who them girls are. It's been a long time since I followed kickboxing. Who's your favourite glory kickboxer? My favourite glory kickboxer now. Rico. I think Van Hooven is probably my favourite. My favourite K1 kickboxer of all time is Mike Zambidas. I am Mike Zambidas. Have you heard of Russ Williams? No, mate. Stick with Paul the Menace. Yeah. You seem like a decent man of sound mind, but please stop the God and prayers if it wasn't for the dinosaurs going extinct and mammals evolving into. I'm not even reading the rest of that, brother. Your opinion, mate. I pray for you. The Chin is class name, bro. I like it. I like Gig Bear, Paul Venice. Gig Bear. You mean Big Bear? I think you mean Big Bear, don't you? Paul the Iron Chin Menace Venice. Yeah, I like that one. Pardon, Big. Ah, right. Rico seems impossible to beat. He does. Paul Iron Chin Venice. Bit reluctant to call myself Iron Chin because, imagine I get in and get fucking lamped. Just get knocked out straight away, first shot. So much of Iron Chin, huh? Yes, Big Bear. Nah, I don't like that Big Bear. It makes me sound like a big homo. Paul the Big Bear Venice. It sounds like a American porn star. Paul the Big Bear Venice. Coming for all the men. Nah, I think I keep away from Big Bear, mate. Yeah, that doesn't sit well with me. Okay. Back in the day, Russ was a naughty fella. Used to coach by him. Sure, others been around championship sometimes. About 5 foot tall, seeing him in the doors, taking down real lumps. That's it, mate. Them trained fighters, mate. If you see, this is the difference between a trained fighter and your average Joe or your average hard man on the streets, mate. They just don't know. Just regardless of weight and size, if you're a trained fighter fighting against someone who's not a trained fighter, it's lightweight, man. I'm telling you. Keep the name, yeah. Yeah, that sounds quite gay, mate. Yeah, I've made it even more gay there, haven't I, by saying Paul, the Big Bear Venice, is coming for all the men, coming for all the cruiserweights. Sonny Liston used that name, mate. Yeah, I'm sure Sonny Liston was gay, you know, bro. Sounds worse than the red beard. Paul the Menace Venice, yeah. Pulverizing Paul Venice. I like that. What about Paul the Viking Venice? I like that. Have you ever seen any nasty injuries in the gym and a card you've got? Like, yeah, I've seen loads, mate. I've seen loads. I've seen broken legs, broken arms, fucking all sorts in gyms. You know, I've seen the typical Anderson Silver break, and people are kicking legs and the legs break. I've seen that on a couple of shows. Yeah, and I've seen it happen in the gym as well. You know, I've seen people kick in the gym and then snap the shin bone. I've seen it. It only takes you if you fling a kick as hard as you possibly can, and it gets checked in the right way, it's going to hurt you more. Whoever's swinging that kick is getting hurt more. Have you been training specifically for bare knuckle with clinches, training with bare knuckle boxers? Yes, mate. Yes. And I'm going to be travelling back and forth to O'Toole's with Mick Terrell and a couple of other bare knuckle boxers that are down there. So I will be back and forth training. You know, I already have a decent clinch game because of the Muay Thai and the K1. So I'm already used to the clinch game. The only thing I used to do in clinches, I used to sweep. I used to like a sweep. Whoosh, I used to trip them and sweep them. But obviously can't do that in bare knuckle. How's your mental health doing, bro? My mental health's good. I think training and being as busy as I am, building a relationship with God, doing all the necessary things. Mental health's quite good, to be fair. You know, I'm excited. I'm nervous. You know, and I feel like my purpose is back. You know, I've struggled for the last 5 years around not being able to fight, not actually fighting. You know, I believe that if you've ever competed uh, professionally in the fight game, regardless of what the combat sport is, it never leaves you, and you're always obsessed around fighting all the time. You know, so this is nice that I'm actually committed. You know, I've got the wife half on board now. The wife would be more happy if I turned around and said, "I'm not fighting. I'm sacking. I'm not fighting." She'd be more happier. But the fact that she knows the reason why I need to fight, she's cool with it. She's cool. So yeah. Hi Paul, new subscriber you from Folsom, California. Who's your top three best female MMA fighter? Great question. Amanda Nunes, uh, Shevchenko, and Cyborg. They're my three best fighters, female fighters. I seen a foot snap elbow check kick. It was. Oh, I've snapped my foot a couple of times. I've kicked the bottom. When people stand like that and you kick a body, when you go for a body kick, and I've kicked the bottom of people's elbows from a full foot and broke every single bone in my foot, all the metatarsals in my foot. I've snapped them all the time. I used to do it all the time. Uh, who's your favourite UFC fighter at the minute? I always get asked this, and people get surprised when I say who my favourite fighter is. I absolutely love him. I think he's do or die. He either knocks someone out or he gets knocked out. And I absolutely love the fact that when he fights, his striking is so clean, so crisp. His kicks are fucking unbelievable. Edson Barbosa is my all-time favourite fighter. I absolutely love watching him. Like when he's fighting, regardless of how big the card is, I don't miss it. I don't miss it. And I'm excited to watch him fight. I absolutely love him. Edson Barbosa is my favourite fighter. And what you're doing always. Thank you, brother. How's the hand? My right hand is still a bit sore. My right hand is sore. All at the bottom here, my wrist and my right hand. But it's part of the parcel, and I'm sure I'll get through it. Have you finished all your Christmas shopping, pal? And almost. We're not far away from finishing. Still got a couple of things to buy, but we're nearly done. Do you have a plan with BKFC? Will you aim to be champion and plan to fight 6 or so? So I'm looking to sign a 4-fight contract. That's what I'm looking to do. 4-fight contract. I'd love to be able to fight 2 or 3 times, if not 4 times next year, which is asking a lot, you know. But you know yourself, sometimes, you know, promotions can feed you 1 or 2 fighters where you're supposed to win. You know, fighters that you're supposed to win. You know, you got to remember I'm brand new at bare knuckle, so maybe it's to give me a stepping stone to just see how I feel, see where I fit, see where I am, and then I'll move on to the other fights. But like I said, if they want to fling me someone big, if they want to fling me a big name straight away, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to fight. If I commit to fighting and sign for a promotion, there's not a fight I'll ever walk away from. You know, there's not a man walking this planet I would not fight. As simple as that. And I would always back myself against them. If you could fight anyone, what would it be? What would be your dream fight? Lorenzo Hunt at Cruiserweight. If I could fight Lorenzo Hunt at Cruiserweight, that would probably be my dream fight. Lorenzo Hunt, yeah. The man's a fucking beast, isn't he? The man's a beast. He's powerful. He's fast. He's a character. You know, his personality is massive. I'd love to be around him. I'd love to see him. I think he's an amazing fighter. Nothing but respect. I'm a big fan of his. But that would be my dream fight. You know, providing I can perform and I've still got what it takes to compete with the best. But let's see. I'm a million miles away from calling Lorenzo Hunt that way, or you know, even the big fights in the cruiserweight division in the UK. You know, who am I to be calling fucking? I've never fought for the BKFC, you know, so I can't start calling out fucking 4 and 5, 6 fight veterans for the BKFC. You know, it's not how it works, is it? I've got to prove myself first. Yeah, I agree with that, Mick T. I agree with that. Matt Riley, come on, mate. Curious, Paul, what was you broken to be bodybuilder? I'm assuming you was on TRT or some. No. When I was doing bodybuilding, mate, I was taking 1 mil of test and 1 mil of masteron. I was doing that every Monday. But I was doing a Monday and Thursday, so I was doing half a mil of test, half a mil of mass on a Monday, half a mil of test, half a mil of mass on the Thursday. That's what I was doing, and I was lifting some stupid weights. I was fucking. Yeah, I was training hard with the weights. What was your best advice for food? What's your best advice for food, muscle recovery? I like a varied balance of all sorts. The food stuff with me is crisps, chocolate, bread, sugary stuff. You know, as soon as I cut all that out, it's fair game. It's fair game. You know, one of my go-to meals is rice and mackerel, tinned mackerel, and a packet of Uncle Ben's rice. You know, I absolutely love it with a bit of barbecue sauce. You know, that's my go-to meal during the day. You know, when I was bodybuilding, I would eat 3 bags of rice and 3 tins of mackerel. You know, every 2 or 3 hours, and then I would have proper meal on the night, which the wife would cook me. But I swear by porridge as well. I absolutely love overnight oats. I love porridge on the morning. You know, it's good for your stomach lining, slow releasing carbs. You know, helps you with energy levels. Yeah. So my diet. I've never been good at the diet side of stuff, but you know, when I'm eating clean, I'm eating clean. But I eat a lot. I fucking eat a lot. I'm always hungry. I'm always hungry, always. Paul, if you win the first 3 fights, will this give you a chance for a belt? Yeah, I'm assuming so. If you, Paul, you take over and bank a lot of the cash. That's it, mate. Yeah, I agree with that. I think you've got to be careful swinging body shots with. I think you've got to be careful with body shots when you're bare knuckle, because if you catch it wrong, if you catch the hip bone or you catch the elbow or something like that, you're going to hurt your hand. I'm a fan of Ian Gary. He's authentic and humble. Makes him a great fighter. I'm going to have to disagree with you. I think Ian Gary's a sausage. I didn't like what he said about Neil Magny's kids. In fact, I hated what he said, accusing Neil Magny of being a bad dad. Now Neil Magny is going through some shit. You know, he's having to prove himself that he's not a child abuser because of Ian Gary's comments. I think he's a fucking rat for what he said. Oof, that rubbed me up the wrong way. Yeah, I don't like Ian Gary. Don't like him. Your thoughts on your main man BKFC at the minute, Mike Perry? I think Mike Perry is a fucking beast, and I absolutely love him. I think he's an animal. You know, I've got to laugh because a couple of comments, negative comments in my comment section saying, you get it too much, you've got no footwork, you don't move your head. Go watch Mike Perry, the best bare knuckle fighter now on this planet. Go look at Mike Perry. No head movement, footwork non-existent, walking forward, taking shots to land and he's winning. He's a fucking beast. So don't tell me that I need head movement. Don't tell me that I need to work on my footwork, because it's not true. Anyone can sit behind the keyboard and sit in the comment section and tell me what I'm doing wrong. Come try and do it yourself. Yeah. come with me, come see me, and let's see how good you are. Because 9 times out of 10, those. Do you know what? As well, I have to say this as well. There's been a lot of positive criticism as well. I absolutely love positive criticism. You know, I can absolutely tell when someone's showing me support and trying to tell me where I'm going wrong. Now, I love that. I love that. But then you get some knobhead in the comment section saying I'm a washed up cokehead who can't fight. You know, and that's it's inspiring for me. It's absolutely inspiring for me because, you know, without reading them negative comments and brushing it off for what it is, you know, I think it's time to prove them people wrong. You know, and not only that, 95% of my comment section are absolute supportive and positive, and it's time to give something back to you guys. You're like, look, I try my best to do best. I try my best to do good content. You know, I try my best to raise awareness for mental health. I try my best to raise awareness for addiction. You know, the autism stuff's very close to my heart. And then I'm trying to travel, even when I'm not fit, even when I'm rusty and I'm not fit, and I'm traveling, I'm sparring with guys who are still in the fight game, you know, just for your eyes, you know what I mean? Just to make some content, you know, and I still get fucking stick. Crazy. But for the 95% of the people that do follow me and all positive, it's for you guys, the content that I do. So I've got this, I'm just going to end it on here now, guys. So I've got Aggie Faulkner coming down over the next few days. Me and him are going to get some rounds in. I've got Jack Draper coming down on the 8th of January. Me and him are going to get some rounds in, and we're going to do the Smelly Fish Challenge, which I owe you for getting me to 20k. Luke Atkins. I've been talking to Luke Atkins, another former bare knuckle boxing champion. Me and him are going to get some rounds in. I think we're going to travel to him one Sunday over the next few weeks, hopefully before Christmas. So there's plenty of content coming your way. There's plenty of training footage, fresh content. You know, I've got my next charity event, Autism Fun Day for the autistic kids, 22nd of December. That'll all be recorded. I'll show you this as well. So with the money that I got out of YouTube last month off the memberships and off the gifts, the super stickers, I bought all these. So let me show you these guys. So I managed to get these. There's over 100 toys here. And these are all going to get wrapped. So we've got a box full of them. Pop tubes, which are sensory toys. Well, there's over 100 presents here because I'm expecting 100 kids at the 22nd of December. So we've got spiky balls which light up. Again, sensory. Scent toys. We've got little timers, you know, you turn upside down, like sand timers, but these have got like little coloured gel in it, like drips gel, and it lights up. So there's another sense toy. What else did we get? Oh, we got these. My baby absolutely loves these. My little girl loves these. Stretchy string. It's like little rubber string, and you pull them and stretch them, and they're all different colours and light up and that. And then we've got these. So we're hoping that we're probably going to have a present for every kid. We've got over 100 presents. I've got 100 selection boxes. Now I've got 50 at the moment. I think I need to pick another 50 up. So every kid that turns up to this 22nd of December one is going to have a present and a selection box. Yeah, because we've got Santa there, haven't we? We've got Santa's grotto there, so we're doing really well. But it's all thanks to you guys. You know, the guys who've donated on my GoFundMe, the guys who've sent super chats, people who've become members. You know, all the membership money has gone towards these toys. You know, all the membership money and the YouTube money has gone towards paying for this December one, paying for the January one, because again, like I'm looking to do another one at the end of January, and we already have enough money in the pot to do the one in January as well. So Vienna's voice is absolutely flying. And I'm just going to show you something as well, just so people know that I'm not full of shit when it comes to Vienna's voice. That it is actually registered now. Because YouTube, people on YouTube have the ability to say shit about you that's not true. So it is all set up. Certificate of incorporation of a community interest company. The registration of companies for England and Wales hereby certifies that Vienna's voice is a CIC. Boom! So happy fucking days. All set up. Absolutely buzzing. Over the moon. To each and every person that has took the time to comments, like, you know, send super chats, become a member of my channel. This is what you're doing. Like, look, I come on here and I talk about mental health, and I talk about addiction, I talk about autism awareness. Now, I don't mind making money on the views off YouTube. I'm in partnership with YouTube. Now, I make money off that all day long. I don't mind with that. But there's one thing I do not want, is people gifting me money and giving me money for my time. Become a member of becoming a member of my page and sending super gifts and super chats all goes to this Vienna's voice. So thank you guys, really appreciate each and every person. You know, without you, this is not possible. So take care and God bless.